Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. This one is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Banning My Son's Mom from a Memorial? My ex-wife Diana and I have 3 boys who are 16, 12, and 10. We divorced pretty much after the youngest was born. We also both remarried. She married Christopher and got a divorce last year after 7 years of marriage. I'm still happily married to my wife, Jessica. Christopher and my boys were pretty close, and they were bummed when the divorce happened. I always got along with the dude. A few months after the divorce, Christopher disclosed that the divorce was over his being diagnosed over adenocarcinoma and Diana not wanting to be his nursemaid or responsible for his medical bills. Checks out. Whoa, hold up. So he gets a diagnosis and she's like, "Ooh, you're sick? I'm out." Wow. He told me this because he wanted to leave whatever he had to my kids. Unfortunately, he had no family of his own. Obviously, I said of course and signed paperwork. A few months ago, I got a call from a social worker saying that Christopher was a few months from dying and unable to care for himself. He gave her my number. Basically, they needed someone to help with end of life. He made me his power of attorney. He was living in a county hospice, and my wife and I moved him into our home because he deserved to live his final days in dignity. It also taught my kids about compassion. Unfortunately, he died after 2 weeks. He was cremated a few days ago, and me, my wife, my kids, and a few of our friends are planning to spread his ashes at the beach this weekend. Diana asked me if she could attend, and I told her to kick rocks. She wanted nothing to do with him when he was dying. I'm not saying Christopher was a burden, but that's really sad that this dude had to reach out to his ex-wife's first husband like he did. It was clearly more her responsibility. I said she can't sit there and let us do all the hard work so she can come in at the end as the grieving widow. My older son thinks I should let her come, and I told her to mind his own business and mouth. I'm not going to sugarcoat your mom for you. Your mom is a witch and will be treated the same way that she treated your stepdad. Maybe shouldn't have said that, to the kids, but wow, this is screwed up. River Lovegood, sickness and health, people. There is an and in there. Agreed. I can't imagine, man, being like, you're going to get really sick and you're going to have a lot of medical bills. Yeah, I'm out. That doesn't sound fun. And then be like, I really want to come to the memorial. I think you lose that right. You lose that right whenever you abandon somebody. You can remember them in your own way, but you abandon them. You don't get to swoop in at the end and be like, I'm so sad. We had such a great time together. You remember all the good times? Well, that's all you remember because you bailed out for the hard part. Good gravy. So the question here was, am I the astronaut for banning my son's mom from a memorial? No. Hell no. I mean, I don't know, because maybe Christopher, the ex who ended up passing, I mean, as the executor, he's making decisions on his behalf here, or as his power of attorney. He's making decisions on his behalf. He's the controller of everything there. I don't know that Christopher spoke badly about Diana. I don't know that he said don't allow her there or anything. This was a decision that OP made, but it was made out of respect for Christopher and out of disgust for what his ex-wife had done to him. And I get it. Like, you don't get to be there. You don't deserve to be there if you check out when it gets rough. When times get hard, you run. You don't get to be there. NTA. And her, obviously, abandoning him as soon as things got difficult because she didn't want the medical bills and she didn't want to be his nurse is a plain as day ask on one move. Holy crap. Candy Thunder, God forbid anything ever puts you in a position where you have to go through something like that. I am there. I'm not saying I'm looking forward to it. I hope that it never happens. But I can't imagine being with someone who would leave you at the drop of a hat when you got a diagnosis. That's not love. That's the memes. She's got the memes. She just wanted somebody to have fun with. She didn't want to do like hard stuff, The boys being there. The only part that I don't like about this is if OP said to the older son who is 16, your mom's a witch and will be treated the same way she treated your stepdad. I don't think that's your place to make that call. I think, being completely transparent and clinical about it and being like, this is why I'm saying no. But there was an opinion expressed in there. And I think when the opinion was injected into that sentence, it's something you probably shouldn't have done. in my opinion. I still don't think you're the asshole for this situation. And the question was, am I the astronaut for banning my son's mom from a memorial? And for that, I still say no. Maybe if he had still said it, but clarified at the end, that's my opinion. It's clearly his opinion, but I think when it comes to kids, like you plant a seed. You know what I mean? I think parents plant seeds whenever they say things about the other parents. And unless they're perfectly clear that this is their personal opinion and not them trying to shape their child's opinion in any way, shape, or form, I just don't like it. It's a game. It's a game that should not be played, in my opinion.